How are we doing? How are we doing today? So I'm so glad to be bringing you another recipe you can use your sea moss in. And yes, sea moss in soup is a thing, and that's what we're going to do today. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you do to my YouTube channel, The Poetically Vegan, and make sure you comment and make sure you hit that bell notification so when I go live, you'll get notified. So with that being said, let's get started with this soup, okay? I have already boiled my potatoes, okay? I boiled some red potatoes. I just cut them up in half, and I kept the skin on it because the skin has a lot of nutrients in it, and they are organic, okay? They are organic red potatoes, so I cut those up already, okay? So now what I want to do, I want to saute my leeks, okay? So I'm going to put this on the stove, and I'm going to use some avocado oil to saute them just a little bit, just to get them a little soft before I get ready to do the little action, other stuff that we're going to do with it. So with that being said, I'm going to also use some celery as well, okay? I'm going to use some celery, and what's so good about this meal is that you can eat it anytime. You can eat it anytime, and you can, you know, put your sea moss in it. That's what's so cool about it. And so I'm excited to show you how to use it. Or just put it in your meals, your soups. Okay? So with that being said, let's get started cutting up the leeks so we can, let me cut my far down. Don't want to burn my olive oil, my avocado oil. We don't want to do that. Okay? So we're going to cut this in half like this. Then we're going to cut the end of it off. We don't want that in our soups, right? And then you want to make sure when you clean it that you get down, way down in here, because sometimes it has like little dirt like that in here. So you have to make sure you clean that again, okay? So you want to make sure you clean it. So what I'm going to use is this. I use baking soda on a lot of my cleaning that I do for my vegetables. And you can also use vinegar, okay? You can use vinegar to clean your vegetables. But you want to make sure that you're getting down in there, just like that, because you can might see some dirt or some little, they still have bugs and stuff in it, so you want to make sure that you're cleaning it real good, okay? So let's go ahead and clean that some more, just like that, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down like this. Cut it down as much as possible. You can keep it as thin as you want it, as thick as you like it. But the thing is, you just want to make it the way you want to eat it, right? The size that you like it. But the thing is, what we're going to do with it as well is we're going to break it down even further, okay? Okay? And so we might just use just one. I have 2 of the leeks out, but we might just use one, okay? We might just use one for the soup. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to use those little pieces on there. We'll put those to the side. And now we're going to put the leeks in our skillet. Okay, I got my avocado oil in here. So we're going to get this to sauteing like this. Like I said, you want to make sure you're cleaning those real good, okay? Make sure you clean them real good. And next we're going to use some red onion. As you know, that's my favorite onion, okay? That's what we are doing today. We are doing the favorite soup. Get this sauteed up. It really doesn't matter because where we're going to put it is going to be, we're just going to rough chop it, okay? Watch them fingers, Felisa. We're just going to rough chop it. Not that bad, just to break it down just a little bit, okay? Not too thin, not too thick, okay? Still want it a little chunky, like that. Take that little piece out. Put the rest of the onion over there. We're going to slide this in here with our leeks. Just like that, okay? Stir this up. Cut the fire up. And get this to sauteing, just like that. And while this is sauteing, and break it down a little bit, we're going to drain our potatoes, okay? we're gonna drain our potatoes like I said before. I have already, I'm gonna show you, broken down or cutting your red potatoes. You can use whatever potatoes you like. You can use gold potatoes. You can use russet potatoes, whatever type of potatoes you like, okay? I just like the red potatoes because I keep the skin on it. And like I said before, they are organic, okay, grown. And I like the skin because they have a lot of nutrients in the skin. So we're just gonna drain the potatoes, just like that. Get that drained over there. And then we're gonna put them back in the pot that we had it in, okay? And leave that right there. Get this sauteing as much as possible. I might have to add just a little bit more oil in it, avocado oil. But I'm gonna add my seasonings. And I'm gonna use just a little bit of the Himalaya salt in here. And I'm gonna use some garlic, okay? Some pepper. But you can use whatever seasoning you like, okay? And then we're gonna use some garlic powder. And my favorite seasoning over here. A little bit of that in here, just like that. And then we're gonna add some smoked paprika, because I like mine a little, not too spicy, but just a little bit. A little spicy, but you just add how much that you want in there, okay? So that's how we're doing that. And get that back up sauteing, okay? Get that far back up under there and make sure that it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, right? So we got our potatoes, okay? Keep that to the side. And then I'm gonna cut up some celery. We're gonna put some celery in it. Take off those ends, just like that. Just like that, okay? There we go. Put that to the side like this. And cut it up. We're gonna let this saute in there with that as well, okay? And you can use as much of celery as you like. You don't have to use a lot of celery, but it just gives that extra flavor in your soup, in the soup that we are making, okay? There we go. We'll put that in here. Stir that up. We're gonna put a lid on here. Oh, baby. If you can smell this kitchen, yes. If you can smell the kitchen, you'll be like, okay, it smells wonderful. And it's gonna taste wonderful because you're gonna put the seasonings that you like in your soup, okay? So this is the soup that we're doing, and we are just gonna have fun with it. Have fun with it and, you know, season the food the way you like it, and then eat it. We're gonna eat it just like that, okay? So we're gonna keep sauteing this up. Like I said, we got our leeks, and then we're gonna add, sorry about that. And then we're gonna add a little something on the top to give it a little more to it, right? Okay, so we're gonna continue to saute our vegetables. Oh my God, get back in there. Oh my God, this smells so wonderful. I think I got this up just a little bit the way I want it. Make sure you break it down. Break it down as much as possible because it's already breaking down the way I want it to. You see that? See how that's breaking down like that? It's sauteing just like that. Oh, whew. It smells so divine. So divine, right? So, and when we get through with that, then we're gonna cut up some green onions. We're gonna cut up some green onions because that's gonna go on the top of everything once it is completed, okay? So we wanna make sure we get this all cut up together. A couple of the greens. I'm gonna try to make these thin as possible, okay? Because we're gonna throw these on the top. Let's get some more of the green up here on the front. just like that, okay? That is gonna be just enough for that. So now we're gonna add it to our blender. So we can make it soup. But you don't wanna make, you wanna still have it kind of chunky soup, a chunky soup, I guess you can say, not like a puree soup, but we'll see. But we're gonna put it in the blender. We're gonna add our potatoes with the skin, or you can leave the skin off. It's just up to you. Whatever one you want to do. We're gonna put this in here, and I'm putting all the potatoes in it because I didn't make that many potatoes. I didn't bake that many potatoes. So, and then I'm gonna add some vegetable broth. You can use whatever brand that you like, okay? And then I would suggest to use a vegetable broth that is low in sodium, okay? So you can be in control of how much salt you put in your soup, in your food, okay? And then we put that much in there for right now, and then we're gonna add a little bouillon in it, okay? Just a little bit, just a tad, because bouillon can be kind of salty, okay? But this is just gonna give it just an extra flavor, okay? And this is the vegetable base one, okay? So you can add that in there, or you can omit it, okay? We're gonna put this in here, just like that. And then we're gonna add, okay, I hear you. Oh, it's smelling divine, y'all. And then we're gonna add a little bit of sour cream, which is plant-based as well. And like I said, you can use any brand that you like, okay? Any brand that you like. This is like one of the ones that I use when I do make soups and other things like that. Just like that, okay? That up, the lid on here. There we go, okay? So that's another thing you can do. You can use whatever plant-based you like, and then I'm not using milk in it or any plant-based milk or any nut milk in it. I'm using the vegetable broth to help thin it out a little bit. So that's what we're using, okay? And no water or anything like that. You can add some water if you like as well. And then, like I said, you can either use the vegetable broth, or you can use just the bouillon. You can use that because it's vegetable based as well. And you just add water if you use the bouillon. But I'm using both because I want that extra seasoning in it. And you don't have to use a lot because, like I said, the bouillon is kind of salty a little bit because the sodium in it. And you just want to use just a little bit of it. I'm telling you, just a little bit, because you can ruin your whole dish just with the bouillon, okay? So you don't want to do that, okay? Okay, so we're going to continue to break this down. Oh, baby. Put this down some more. Just like that. Oh, yes. This is coming along. See how that's breaking down and getting al dente, I guess you can say. Just like that. It smells so... Okay. We'll do it like that. We'll leave it like that. As they say, drop the mic. Oh yeah, this is dropping the mic, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I wanna put all of it in there together, because when I start blending it, I want it to blend together and not just in segments, because I want it to have that same consistency as texture. We don't want it pureed, we want it more of a soup-like, okay? And soup is like a puree, but puree, I don't know, but I don't want it too milky or too watery, I guess you can say. I want it to still have a little chunkiness in it. So, with that being said, that's what we're going to do, okay? Okay? So these are, y'all know I got to taste it, right? Yes. OMG. You got to be some onions, the celery, the leeks. Okay, come here, celery. Okay. Oh my God, it smells so good, y'all. I am not playing, okay? we put the celery, the leeks, the red onions, and we just let it saute just a little bit, okay? I'm gonna put all this in here. Every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. Just like this. Don't leave none in the pot. Just like that. Cut your far off. Okay? And then I'm gonna add just a little bit more vegetable broth in here. Okay? Okay. Here we go. I don't want to, we're just going to put it on medium for a second and see. Here we go. Chunks in there. You see that little chunks in there? That's the way I want it. I don't want it to break it down all the way. All the way. All the way down. Oh, baby. Okay. And that's the consistency that I wanted, okay? You see that right there? That's the consistency that I want it to be. Just like that. It still had the chunk of the potatoes. It still had the chunk of the leeks, the onions, the celery. Baby, let's put this on the plate for real. Okay? I am so excited about this. I am so excited. Okay? And if you want, you can, make it more soupy, I guess you can say, if you like, just like that. And now, what we're going to do is add our sea moss. We're going to add some sea moss. Because that's what it is a sea moss soup. I'm going to add some sea moss. And then what I'm going to use is just probably 1 tablespoon. Let's do 1.5 tablespoons of sea moss. Okay? Just like that. And then we're going to stir it up in here. You would never taste that in here. Okay? Never. Well, you shouldn't anyway. Okay. Now we're going to add our green onions right on top. Just like that. And if you want to, you can add a little more salt if you want to, which I will do. A little more pepper. And then I'm going to add some more smoked paprika on here. Move my spoon out the way. Just like that. Leek Potato Sea Moss Soup. Okay? Now, let's try it. Oh my God. Maybe a pinch of salt. Baby, this is the bomb. You have to try this, okay? And it's hearty. It's good for you. It has sea moss in it, okay? Because you've been wondering how to use the sea moss. This is another way you can do it besides putting it in your smoothies or cooking with it or baking with it per se, or putting it in your shakes. This is another way to eat your sea moss. Other than that, this is your girl, Felisa. The Poetically Vegan. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment. Y'all have an awesome and beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. Hey, you can get me on all my social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I haven't did TikTok yet. I'm thinking about it. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye.